Okay, I'm back here. A little tip here. I'm going to show you how to save you some money. Okay, I got this stump been in my yard for a while. It's a cedar tree. And I figure, well, I'm not going to go uptown and rent me some machine and pay about $800 a day to grind this thing up. So I got me some hole diggers. I got me a sawzall. You don't want to use no chainsaw on this because you can ruin a blade quick. So you get you no demolition saw. Get you some wooden blades, take your hole diggers, kind of go all the way around, cut them taps out right there. See, we already got her loose. So, cut them taps out. You'd be surprised how much weight a tree will stand up just off these taps right. Go all the way around, cut those. I got to dig this out. I cut this one right here. There's gonna probably be maybe one or two here. There's about 7 or 8 of them in all, maybe more than that. You cut them taps out. Then what I do, I'll get this tree here where it'll just start moving and wobbling. I'll shove it on over there. And I got my main tap at the bottom, which goes straight down. It's probably gonna be about that big around. Then I can get it over enough. Once I bend it over, now I can get my saws all up under and cut that tap off and just shove it on over and cut it off. Cover up and I'm done. Save me a pile of money. Takes a little bit of work. You got a pair of hole diggers, you can do a lot. Look at that. Cut all that out. The plan is, get them top taps all the way around, go all the way around, cut them all the way out. I'll have one tap at the bottom, straight down. I'll be able to bend it over enough because it's still kind of tight right now. It's loose though. You see it moving? But cut them few taps around there, shove her on over. Take that sawzall, stick it up under there. I can get up into there then, probably to bend over. I can probably get up in there to it. Cut her off, bend her on over. Cut the little taps off at the end right there after it's bent over. Take this thing here, throw it on the burn pile, burn it up, cover it up. Looks like the tree wasn't ever there. But like I say, this tree's been here. I cut it off about 5 years ago. You know how cedar is, it takes forever. So I got tired of looking at it, so I figured I'm just gonna dig this thing up. I ain't gonna sit there and go spend about $800 a day on a grinder to grind this thing up. So I'm gonna save myself a little bit of money. I'll show you right here at the end of the video when I push it over and I'll cut that tap off there. Save a lot of money. I got one in the front yard. I cut a tree down in the front. Same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing. But that's it, I'm gonna finish this up. I got this a little bit cleared out. You can be surprised how much power and pressure this thing, I mean, it won't move. You can sit there, I can get all these cut and this one right here still be there and that thing won't budge. But once you cut that off, plume, that thing will just fall right on over. I mean, won't be surprised how these things just grow maybe a foot below the ground all the way out. And that's what's holding these things up, 60 feet in the air. But then you got one little tap. As soon as you cut these all the way around here, then you got one little tap at the bottom of this thing. You cut that off, the whole thing will fall over. But this right here, this is kind of like a prop. That's what these roots are. They go out and that'll hold that tree up. It's balanced all the way around, them roots going out like that. You cut them all off, you'd be surprised. That thing will start wobbling. Then I bend that thing over and cut that tap off. I'll show you at the end of the video, and it just fall right on over. And this thing, before I cut it down, this thing is about 60 feet high. But you'd be surprised how much you'd be surprised how much that ground will hold, and then roots will stay in there, and they'll just sit flat. And that tree will be like this. Be surprised, and it'll hold. That tree won't fall. But you say, well, in the world, I mean, they say, well, it's going to be a lot of roots down, but no, it's not that bad. Save yourself a lot of money. Just cut them taps off. You get that bottom tap, and the whole thing will come right up out of there. I'll show you at the end of the video. But right now, see, I dug all the way down. There's no roots up under there. I done dug all the way down there, all the way up under with that hammer. Dug it out, and it's all the way down about right there. There's no roots. There's that one tap right there in the center. And same way here, when I'm gonna do the same thing all the way around, just like here, and it'll just wobble. Then I'm gonna bend it over and cut it off that sawzall. I'm done. I can fill it right back up and I'm through. So So I'm gonna go ahead and continue on. There, I'm gonna show you how I did. I had to take my gloves off. I had to hold this phone so I show you. You just stick it in there. Put that right on here like this. Take your time. All the way around. Like that. This will take a little while. Start over again. Then what I do now, take this right here. See, it's kind of rotted, so it helps. But it's like I said, it takes forever for this stuff to rot. I can start right there. Just start right there, right start there. So when I get it done, I dig up underneath and it'll be a root up under there, just a tap. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. So I got that pulled out right there, see? Dig it out and keep right on going. Okay, got it cleaned out all pretty good way. And to my notice, it's kind of rotten on this side, so I ain't got to do much. Cause look at this. Look at that thing. Just a wobble. I might be able to just knock this thing on over. Oh yeah. Like I say, want to save yourself about $800 a day. Get you some hole diggers and dig it up. So it looks like that's about to fall over. Looks like the tap root's already rotted up under there. So I'm gonna go ahead and push it on over, fill the hole back up, take this stuff out there and burn it. Look at that. Just had to put the phone down. I used both hands and shoved it right on over. There's your tap root right there. When it goes straight down. Luckily that thing rotted. So, hey, my troubles are over. I don't have to finish it up right there. Just shove it right on over. Save about $800, so I have to get no stump remover. Take you some hole diggers, dig it up. And all I gotta do now is cut it up, take it over that burn pile and burn it. All right, then I cover it right up. Never will tell there was ever a tree here. Okay, got it rolled out. And what I did, there's a lot of dirt up in there, and I took my hammer and loosened it up. That'll get a lot of that weight off, a lot of that dirt. I just rolled it right out. See, when I got a big old hole in here now, so what I do, instead of burning them things, I take them things, I throw them back in the hole about 2 inches, well, it's about 2 inches above the ground. Just throw dirt back on top of it. That stuff will just deteriorate the ground, be level. Unlike this one years ago. Years ago, I dug an oak tree up, did the same thing. But I took the whole thing out there and burned it, and guess what I got? I got an old deep hole right here where I had that tree. You see that little hole right there? Had a big old oak there. That thing was probably 2 foot in diameter. I dug that thing up same way as I did that. Of course, it was pretty green then. It was a lot harder. There wasn't nothing rotten. I dug it up about a day after I cut it down. This one here sat for about 5 years, but like I say, it's cedar. It won't ever rot. So I figured, well, I go ahead and dig it up. Little work, but like I say, I can save myself some money. It took me about 2 hours to do this. Like I say, I slowly just kind of got figured it out all the way around with my hole diggers. I dug it out, dug me some holes. If I get straight down, and I take my hammer. Of course, after I get my hole, I take my hole diggers and dig the dirt out. Take my hammer, kind of knock it away a little bit, and just kind of just saw it off. Saw each root at a time, go all the way around. Pull that thing out of there. It takes about 2 hours to do it. It took me about 2 hours to do this. I saved myself about $800. So I ain't got to use no stump grinder. Now I go get my chainsaw and just cut this up here. I'll throw this on the pile. I'll take them there and throw them back in the hole and bury it. Them right there, I ain't got to bury much. Throw a little pile, get about, you want to be about 2 inches below the surface. It should be fine. Just throw it all back in there, cover it up with dirt, good as new. I'm gonna go out front. I got one over here, do the same thing. I cut a tree down here a little bit ago. right there. Hasn't been sitting there. I've been cut down about 6 months to a year. I'm gonna go out there and do the same thing. Dig it up. I'm gonna dig it up, do the same thing. Like I say, it's too expensive to go up there and rent them things to grind them things up. When you can dig them up, you got you a pair of hole diggers, you can do all kind of stuff. But that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up and cover this up, smooth this out. And I'm gonna roll this over there and cut it up, throw it on the burn pile. Well, that's it. Got it all nice, good and cleaned up. Grass will grow there, just like the tree wasn't ever there. That's it. And I'm gonna get on the one on the front yard in the next few days. Get it all done. It's springtime. It's time to get this stuff coming back. Got the old banana trees cut back. When them things start blooming, we know spring's here. Pretty dead so far, but other than that, we got that stump up. Got it throwed on the burn pile, ready to burn her up. And I'm gonna get on that one in the front. That's it.